Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming out on such a beautiful day, but quite warm, for the groundbreaking ceremony of the new Pelham Fire Station. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests who've taken the time from their day to come down and join us for this joyous occasion. We have State Senator Chuck Morse, Hillsborough County Attorney Dennis Hogan, County Commissioner Sandra Zine, and our beloved Sheriff James Hardy, who knows the value of a fire department. Just ask him, he'll tell you. And the Honorable Board of Selectmen, all who are present today. Does this count as a meeting? And I was going to say, unfortunately, Harriet Mansfield isn't going to be here, but she is here. Harriet Mansfield. Harriet is the surviving wife of Chief Mansfield, who we'll talk about in a little bit. But it's a great day for the Pelham Fire Department. It marks the beginning of the future for the Pelham Fire Department. This day started many years ago. 40 years ago, on April just passed, 1972, Chief Mansfield stood upon the ground down the street and broke ground. We have actually a picture Harriet gave me this morning of that groundbreaking ceremony. For those of you who would like to see it, it's a piece of our history. Our journey began 9 years ago under the then Chief Fisher. Where is he? I know he's here. Chief E. David Fisher. This started in 2003. This process began with a determination of what our needs were going to be and where we're going to go as a department into the future. Unfortunately, our crystal ball was broken at that time and we couldn't get parts. This is a monumental task that undertook many, many meetings by many, many people over many, many months, almost a year. Members of the committee which formed this group were from the fire department, from the general public, and from our town administration. This process faced many obstacles that challenged the members of the committee that were tasked to design this future station. Some of these included state construction project that was going to impact the front of the fire station, the roundabouts as we now call them, previously called context-sensitive solutions. A changing administration 3 times over, and questions of a severe economic downturn that questioned our ability to actually get this project done. This last March, with overwhelming majority, the townspeople at the polls supported this project, and we are ready to move forward. Over the years, we've been trying to get the station passed, and it has been a challenge. I would like to thank some of the people who actually, over the years, over and over and over, year after year, helped me with pushing this station forward. I'd first like to thank Selectman Bill McDivitt for his consultations, his persistence over the years. As many of you will probably remember, the TV show with the call-in, the video that we produced, and his persistence at town meetings. I'd like to thank Selectman Gleason for his continued lobbying in the public, for keeping the project in the front and center of people's minds, and continually lobbying around the town for this project. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Selectmen Lyons, Beeger, and Haverty for your continued support in the many different roles that you played throughout this project. Many of you, if you'd like to see Hal on TV, I think it's still on YouTube. You can see him over and over. You can put it on a loop. And I'd like to thank the members of the Budget Committee who year after year, under my administration, supported this project. And your continued persistence and great ideas for funding. Thank you. Is Al here? There were also many members of the community who you probably never knew even existed, were constantly rolling through my office to speak to me, offer guidance, suggestions, ideas. Many that went on through the years: Nader, Baker, Pendergast, Milanopolis, Scanzani, and the list could go on and on and on. And lastly, to our town administrator, Tom Gatos, where is he? You have no idea what goes on behind the scenes of a project of this scope. Phone calls, emails, consultations, meetings, drives to different places to see things. And it will continue and it will get worse. Yeah, it will get worse, I'm sure. This groundbreaking also demonstrates the perseverance and commitment that the department and the town officials have shown to this community to get this project accomplished. Together we have improved the delivery of fire and emergency medical services in this community for the future. It will outlast us, I can guarantee you of that. Thank you. Any of the members of the Board of Selectmen like to say anything?
Sure, I'll never pass up an opportunity. I think the real heroes and the real thanks, and the chief has put that forward, but it's really critical for the selectmen to say this, belongs to the citizens of the town, and I'm repeating again what he said. The support for this project was overwhelming. We got a 64% approval, and in national politics, the headlines would scream landslide, and we owe this to the voters. Thank you.
Tom, do you have anything? And with that, I would like to call the members of the Board of Selectmen forward to break ground. And let's get this project going. I would also like to, nope, can't. Should everybody get their pictures?
Sure. Do it again.
When's it going to be done?
All right, no shirking.
I got most direct.
You have no idea.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
That's move the whole pile, boys. Yeah, keep going.
Roll that too long.
Let's keep them there. My wife, I know.
First thing next, stay in Jones. Wow. You block those words. Shut up.
That's when you can't have your shovel back. It's mine.
Hey, Bill. You've done a busy
And with that, this groundbreaking is concluded. As you can see, the heavy equipment behind us. What is that? All right.
But the spray paint is.
All right, get your cameras ready. You're probably gonna never see politicians.
Yes, though. He has it. He has it.
And with that, we have refreshments over in Sherburne Hall. It's not extremely cool, but it's cooler than out here, and we get something to drink. I thank you all for being here on this very joyous occasion. And as you can see behind me in the woods, they have started to clear and tear.
Hey, guy. How you doing?
Gotcha, you're all set. I want you to hold the shoulder. Don't touch them. Kind of like stick on my finger.
Oh, you, Danny, how you doing? How you doing? How are you? Still hanging in there. Good.